Big win out there, one step closer to the playoffs. Talk a little bit about that game. What went well? What are you feeling at the moment?
You know, we had a tough game earlier. We still came out with the win against Reese-Hansen, but we knew we had to bring our A game against UConn and have a good, solid game, and I think we did that. We rebounded really hard and set the tone going into tomorrow, so we're proud of that.
You're a fairly young team compared to some of the gang out here.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you bring that's allowing you to compete with the more experienced teams and really put on a show at this high level?
Yeah, we're definitely a young team, but we have a lot of experience at the junior level, and we tried to bring as much of that experience into this event as possible, and especially learning from Christina Black. She gave us some tips on how to perform at this top level and prove it's possible for a Nova Scotia team. So, yeah, we brought a lot of that experience and some help from our current clubmates.
So I was going to ask about that. Obviously, they're having a good week as well.
Yeah.
What's going on in Nova Scotia that all of a sudden these two teams are reaching for the top?
Yeah, well, we have great ice at Halifax Curling Club, and we can attribute a lot of our success to that. But we just push each other to be better, and I think having a great team in Nova Scotia makes the rest of the teams work even harder to hopefully beat them someday. So, having that competition in Nova Scotia is so valuable.
Cool. So you're one step closer to the playoffs, not quite official yet. You still got a big game tomorrow. That looks like that's going to be important.
Yeah.
How much do you look over at other sheets and kind of peek about the scoreboards and the last shot draws, and how focused are you on what's going on the ice, and how much are you looking around?
We try not to look too much. I definitely peek over a little bit, but try to stay as focused as possible on our game. And we know Ontario is going to be a great competitor, and we have to bring our A game against them no matter what. So whatever is happening in this draw isn't super important to us, and we just know we have to perform as well as possible tomorrow.
Undefeated still. What's been working this week so well for your team?
Yeah, we're just having a good time out there and just being patient and just taking advantage of if we get any misses from the other team, just really taking advantage of that.
Great. And so what really has been the switch? It seems like a switch has just been flipped for your team and everything is just going so right. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think in other events, we were very close in a lot of games, and things kind of just switched, and we're just going with that momentum right now, and we just have a lot of confidence and having a lot of fun and just trying to keep it going. Yeah, it's the same as every other game. We want to come out with a good game. Obviously, every game we play, we want to win. So we want to come out there and play our best, and especially going to the playoffs, we want to have a strong showing.
Great.
What do you enjoy most about Caitlin as a leader and just on and off the ice?
Yeah, she's great. She has all the shots, and she's just playing so well this week. She's super supportive, and it's very fun to play with her.
How important was it for you guys to get into the 1-2 qualifier game?
Yeah, that definitely was a goal of ours. We wanted to get it into do you call it the playoffs? Yeah, the playoffs no matter what. That spot was the goal of ours, so we're really happy to be able to do that, and we're hoping that we can go a little farther.
Yeah. So what will that reset look like come Friday?
Yeah, we're going to treat it the same as every other game. And yeah, just again, we just want to have patience out there, be supportive of each other, and just keep making shots like we have been all week. We're not going to treat it any differently.
Just wanted to start off with a reflection on the week. Looking back on the week, what are you going to remember the most?
Yeah, I think it's been a frustrating week for us for sure, but it's hard coming to your first Scotties with such high expectations and then obviously not performing to our highest potential. It was really tough, but I just love these girls so much, and they've just had my back all week. So just enjoying this with them, our friends and family who are here, and yeah, just trying to make the most of our time that's left.
What do you feel you've learned about yourself and your team throughout this week?
Yeah, I think the thing that stands out to me is just how resilient we are. We were thrown with a lot of tough games, tough competition, and again, didn't perform our best, but we just stayed together through it all. We're a super resilient group, and I knew that about this group before we came in, but it's just it's just a testament to how we've grown our relationship on and off the ice.
So thinking about the Scotties in general, what makes this event so special?
Yeah, this is your national championship. This is just so exciting, and you just dream of it as a little kid growing up. So yeah, it's been a really surreal event, even though it hasn't gone the way that we had hoped. But yeah, you come here and I already want to come back and like it's not over. So yeah, it's been a really special week and yeah, we're hanging in there.
Like you said, it's not over. You still
Yeah.
have one more game
Yeah.
against Anderson. So what do you look for that game? What does that game look like to you?
Yeah, I think, you know, after the week we've had, we're just playing a little bit looser now and just, you know, enjoying the moment maybe a bit more than we were before. We know that we can play against the best in the country, so we just need to bring our best foot forward for that game and, yeah, force them into some tough ones. So looking forward to it.
And forget the ice. Off the ice. Talk to me about what that experience has meant to you and to your team.
Yeah, it's been really cool. You know, again, we just have so many friends and family who came here to support us, so to enjoy this with them because they're a big part of our success too. So enjoying this with them, you know, having a drink in the patch, and we got the opportunity to explore Toronto the other day, so that was really fun. So yeah, we're really just making the most of our time here.
Obviously, big win for you guys, one step closer to playoffs. Talk about that game a little bit. What went on? How are you feeling out there?
I feel like we were just really focused. Like it's been kind of a really laser focus all week for us. We feel really good out on the ice. The ice has been great, and I think like last night the rocks were textured, so there was a bit of an adjustment this morning and this game, like throwing them a bit more positive, taking a bit more ice. But I think we adjusted well to that, and yeah, we're just feeling really good with draw weight, really good with hits.
It seems like you're making a lot of shots. You're a fairly young team, playing against a bunch of veterans in Jolene and Robin in that Saskatchewan. What is it that allows you to compete for such team against events like that at the same level?
Well, we've done a lot of work this year. We've especially done a lot of work on strategy. Like we worked a lot on like a team playbook. We've also like done a lot of technical work. We have a team of 4 coaches who have been working with us a lot. So we really appreciate all their time. There's no way we would be here without them. So like we've built so much this year because of them. So I think that's the big thing.
Obviously, that was a big win for you for standings, keeps your playoffs hopes alive. Looks like you're going head-to-head against Nova Scotia tomorrow. It's a big game. How much were you kind of keeping an eye on scoreboards, or how much do you look at the standings, or are you guys aware of what needs to happen for your guys to advance?
Yeah, we're looking at it a little bit. Like we're aware we should probably win that game tomorrow and to hope to advance, but like it's kind of one game at a time. We're focusing on our wins. So
You're peaking.
yeah.
Everybody's peeking over the next sheet.
Yeah.
For sure. So tomorrow, obviously, it's like a win-or-go-home game. How do you approach that one?
I guess the same way as all the other games. Like we've been feeling really good and doing really well. You don't want to put a bunch of pressure on yourself in, I guess, kind of high-pressure game like that. So I think we'll try to ignore the fact that that's a qualification game and just sort of play the same game we've been playing all week.